Yo, what do you do today, my sexy gadlings? Welcome back to another wonderful day here in Gadsville with yours truly, Gaddy, Gadsby. It's whatever the fuck you want to call me, just as long as you put a Gad in it. Today you can see we have something totally different for my channel. I am currently driving a GT350R. Oh gosh, I never get tired of the sound of that. We're playing fucking Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, first time I'm doing this for my channel. I will admit, maybe you've picked it up, maybe you haven't. I'm a huge fucking car nerd. Like, big time. The big difference being, though, I'm not like some person that knows the ins and outs of cars at like a very, like, in-depth degree. Like, I can't tell you how fuel ratio works in vehicles and how to explain it. I can't sit here and tell you how all the engines are different in these cars to every degree, but I am that person that can tell you the name of just about any car that I come across, about maybe what might be unique about it, but I can't explain to you why that thing might be so unique. And I feel like a perfect example of that is this car right here. The Shelby GT350 Ford Mustang is very unique for one very crucial reason, some other ones, but one especially, which is the engine, which is the 5.2. If I remember the name of it, I'll mention it, but it's not the Predator. It is the the Voodoo. It's the 5.2 liter Voodoo, and it's a cross-plane. It's a flat plane crank V8, which is like Ferraris. Ferraris V8s are flat plane crank V8s. I can't off the top of my head explain to you how the flat plane crank works. I just know that it's the crankshaft of the engine and that it's different from a cross plane or, like, you know, etc. But it's basically what gives this car its unique V8 sound. That makes it sound more like a Ferrari than your typical muscle car V8. Things like that are shit I'm trying to learn and become more accustomed to, just because I have so much admiration for fucking cars. But with my little info aside, allow me just to fucking drive around, dick around here. I'll tell you what's up, what's going on. This car alone right here is easily got to be one of my favorite fucking sounding V8s. It doesn't have that really mean, aggressive sound to it, like maybe a Charger / Challenger Hemi, but it's just the tune, it's just the pitch of it, man. That dual overhead fucking cam V8, man. That thing's badass. It's badass. I love 5.0s, man. 5.0s. The sound of Mustang GT 5.0s are just, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And yeah, I'm playing this game with like majority of the help settings on. I'm not rowing my own gears right now like a pussy. I am driving this in rear-wheel drive. I didn't just throw, you know, all-wheel drive on it. I didn't obviously change the engine to a V12. Like, when I first started playing Forza Horizon 4, I literally just took all the vehicles in the game, changed the drivetrain on them completely, threw V12s and like all the vehicles and V10s, and then I just made every vehicle all-wheel drive. But that honestly takes away from the fun of the game. It just, every car ends up feeling the same. It just ends up becoming a bullet, which just ends up wearing off after a while. Which is why in this game I've really just tried to keep like the stock engines in the vehicles, as well as like not convert them all to all-wheel drive. I've done it to a lot of vehicles, but not all of them. And it's just so much more enjoyable to just whip the fucking back end out like this, knowing that if I go a little too far, I'm gonna spin out like a dumb shit. So that part's very enjoyable. No lie. Yeet. No, be sure to comment down below how all you fuckers are doing today. You know I like to hear y'all feedback. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and drive to one of my garages. Let me ping one of the garages that I have, so that way I can just kind of like show the car collection off. I've already pretty much maxed out maxed everything out in this game. Like, I have every buyable car in the game. Because I don't know when to stop. When it came to this game or the fourth one. I just kept going. Just kept fucking going. Why, you know what? Let me drive to this one. I want to drive to this one because that one right up there is a little too close. I don't want to drive to that one. No, but I also have this game running on a lot higher settings than I'm used to, like visually. I'm not sure if I like it more because there's kind of like scrolling bars on the screen. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know everything there is to know about graphic settings, just like I don't know everything there is to know about cars. But I'll definitely be the first one on the fucking street to be like, holy shit, goddamn 5.0 right there. Or just any car that's cool and interesting. And the thing is, it all expands outside of just muscle cars. Dude, I love sedans just as much, like, whether it's from fucking Germany, Japan, or whatnot. Like, a BMW with an inline 6 is just as cool to me, almost, as a Dodge Challenger with a Hemi in it. I enjoy looking at, like, a Ford Focus RS, that 4-cylinder in it. Just, all cars have their unique things to them. They just make them badass. Like, maybe I've mentioned it, maybe I haven't. I happen to own a Taurus SHO. The car is like, it was like a dream car for me to get. I know it doesn't sound that crazy or like that expensive because it's really not. But for a very average dude like me, I admired the car for a very long time growing up. I know it's kind of bland looking to most people, but I've always loved the looks of it. I've always loved the fact that it's powered by that 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 fucking dual overhead cam. Just I'm a sucker for what it is, it being a sleeper, and just I love the styling cues of it, the feel of it. I enjoy the acceleration. Like, not every car needs to have a Lamborghini V12 to just be fun to drive. Sure, a fucking Miata is not a goddamn Lamborghini fucking pile into 200 on a straightaway. But you see people that buy those cars and enjoy them and go canyon driving with them and shit like that. Every car has its use. And for me, my SHO is my daily, and it's such a fun daily to have. Feel free to make fun of me for owning a Ford. I get that a lot. So. I don't really show brand loyalty, to be honest, though. Brands are brands. Yeah, it just depends on, majority of the time, what year of a car that you're buying, in most cases. Some years are better than others. Other ones are known to have certain issues and shit like that.
Yards. Turn left.
I can literally just sit here and listen to the sound of this fucking car engine all day. Like, it's so awesome. Just geek out over it. Now, I obviously don't have any music playing for obvious reasons, copyright. This game has a really nice soundtrack, to be honest. They even have Teardrops from Bring Me the Horizon, a band that I am a just total fucking fanatic for. Every time that song comes on, even though it's censored, I be bumping that shit. It'd be cool if they had like some old Bring Me the Horizon, but I love the new shit just as much as the old shit. That's another thing that I can sit here and talk about fucking music all day, man. Just enjoy my hobbies, man, like most people, of course. Goddamn, let's go for this shit.
Turn right.
Over here driving on dirt with a 350, committing a sin against all car fan humanity.
Turn right.
Yeet. Woo!
400 yards. Turn left.
Gosh. I think she's so sexy, man. She's so sexy. Digging a goddamn car boner. Alright, I'll stop fucking spamming the engine. Let's just take a quick look. Like, I have 7 million, which really, honestly, isn't even that much in this game. A lot of time people have, like, 30, 50, like, and upwards because of, like, the auction system in the game. You go look at the auction system, and here's where all, like, the special season cars go on sale for, like, crazy amounts of money. A perfect example, probably of this, maybe not. They put a Dodge Magnum in this game, if I remember correctly. And I believe you could only get it through the season. And like this one, actually maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm bugging here. But I like Magnums too. They look ugly to most people. Most people tell you it's an ugly car. I love the looks of them. Especially the SRT8, the one that has the fucking 6.1 liter Hemi in it. I think I already have one in my inventory, but that's a poor example. Let me see if I can actually remember a specific one. I really can't off the top of my head. I haven't played this game in a while to make matters even crazier, but this is literally the whole garage. I have some goofy fucking cars that I've set up in here along with more serious ones where like I really try to make them look nice, like this Integra. I really tried to make this thing look like really like clean. And then you go over here and you look at the Gremlin that I have, and this thing's just a fucking atrocity that I threw, like, performance mods on and shit like that. Like, the wing on the back is literally just there because it gives me an aero upgrade. Otherwise, it looks absolutely terrible. Same with the splitter. It looks terrible on this thing. But it gives me aero, and it doesn't really knock back the speed. Sorry if I also sound like I'm sick. I have a very stuffy nose from fucking sawdust. So apologies for that. My voice probably sounds like a lot different. We had all the Audis. I can sit here and fanboy over Audis all day. I love wagons. Wagons are some of the coolest fucking things, especially the RS6 Avant. Let me pan over to where that beauty is. The fact that they brought this thing over to the US, but there's no way I can possibly fucking afford one, is so heartbreaking. Because it's like they barely brought any Audis over to the US, like Avants, if I remember correctly. Or just the RS6 in general. I'm not going to sit here and say that I know everything about car imports and shit like that, but I'm familiar with that one in particular. Everybody knows the fucking R8. Sit here and fucking scroll through. You see the Austin Healey's, just super fucking tiny cars. Dangerous ass small little cars. You have the whole ass collection of BMWs from the V10 to the V8s and the V6s, man. As well as the absolutely awkward inline 3 that's in this fucking BMW i8, a car that I kind of despise. I also put some fucking like sketchy women decals on some of these cars too, because I'm a fucking horn dog. Of course, we have the dick on the Isetta 300. Makes sense. Not implying anything right there with a small car having a dick on it. Bugattis, everything. Like, you know, see the Cadillacs. Cadillacs are fucking dope as well. Like, to y'all there just listening to this video, y'all are probably thinking, is this dude just gonna sit here and talk about fucking cars the whole time? And to answer that, pretty much fucking yes. Yes, I am. I'm gonna sit here like a goddamn nerd talking about all these cars that I adore. ATS-V and a fucking CTS-V, that fucking gorgeous Blackwing V8, if I remember correctly, or maybe this is before the this is right before the Blackwing V8, but it's still a gnarly supercharged V8, or it should be. I might be wrong in that power plant, but I know that the ATS-V here is a twin turbocharged V6. I think it's like a 3.4 or 3.6 liter. Of course, they had the C8 at the beginning of the game for an option to choose, which I didn't really like that. Same with the Mark V Supra. All the Chevys and shit, which there's so many Chevys. All this. Demon, which sounds orgasmically incredible. The Demons just sound so good in this game. Just so ridiculous. And no, I did not buy a Magnum. What the fuck is wrong with me? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get into the Demon. I'm gonna end this video off with driving around in the Demon. But first, I'm gonna make sure I go buy one of those Magnums. Like, fuck yeah, I want one of those Magnums. I'll just buy the shit cash too. Yeah, just give me the damn thing. I'll redo it because this dude absolutely butchered it. It looks horrid. Oh, see, this is why I don't own one, because this car is locked behind the paywall. So I would have to buy it. That explains it right there. They got me. They got me, they tricked me. This was not a season car. This was one of the cars that they added via the DLC release with the game that they do every couple weeks. I'll probably go back and get the DLC for this game because it's probably cheap now. Cut that out. Anyway, let me just end this off with some orgasmic demon energy. Woo! Ah, that shit, bro. God, it's so brutal. It is just so brutal. The sound. It's my favorite color. This purple. This hell-raising purple or crazy plum purple. Whatever the hell it's called. Hold on. Let me change the view real quick. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Oh, that supercharger whine too, man. Oh, it sounds so good. You gotta get in the cockpit. You gotta get in the cockpit. You gotta fly the car, man. Take off. Yeah, yeet. Oh, it sounds so good. Sounds so good. Especially with all the vehicles, because I upgrade all the internals for the vehicles, even though like I leave the stock engine. Like all the internals are upgraded, the suspension's upgraded. You know, they get weight reduction, better tires, all that shit. I just turn them into the best possible versions of themselves, pretty much. It's just that supercharger whine. Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, man. Anyway, though, that's gonna be the end of this video. Enough of me being a fucking nerd. Y'all know how we like to end this shit. Peace.